Hey everybody, I'm Grandma Judy. I just had my 79th birthday. I'm very happy with myself. One of the main reasons I'm so happy about it is I wasn't sure a week ago I was going to make it. I know. I have been fighting with what they call iron deficient anemia for almost 2 years. And this last 3, 4 months have just been really difficult. That's why I'm not doing a lot of posting because I sounded like a steam engine. My lungs are working fine, but I didn't have the iron in my bloodstream to move the oxygen around through my body and into my brain, so everything was working right. And I was taking pills. I had iron pills and vitamin B12s and just C and D and all kinds of pills they had me taking. And guess what? I have a really good digestive system because they seem to just flush it on out, which wasn't doing me any good at all. Well, finally, thanks to I have a friend who's an RN, and I have a daughter also who's an RN, and I would go in, I talk to the doctor, and he'd see me, and he said, well, you're doing just fine. You've got to expect things to happen when you get older. No, you don't. You really don't. There are a few things. I mean, my hip's going to hurt well, no matter what. But, that's because I was horseback riding up into my 60s, and that hip just isn't happy with me now. But guess what? Not being able to breathe is completely different than having an alley, or not being able to breathe and not having the oxygen go where it needs to go. So a week ago, I was very close to being in a nursing home. I couldn't carry on a full conversation. I was, it was terrible. And my doctors were perfectly happy with letting me go into a nursing home and die because, well, I was almost 79. Now I am. And that is 3 years over the life expectancy of a white woman in the United States. And since my mother's Hispanic, my father's white, and so I don't know. I think the age for Hispanics is a little lower. But anyway, I was doing well. I'm fine. All of a sudden, and I've been going through this for almost, like I said, well over a year, almost going on 2 years. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Well, finally, I went in and I told the doctor, I said, if you can't help me, then I need a doctor that can. I believe I need an iron infusion so that and bypass my entire gut system and just put it directly into my bloodstream so I have a chance of actually using it and seeing if it works. And if it works, then we have something to build on. And he was very huffy and puffy about it. Um, but he finally did order it. And then took another 3 weeks after that because where they do the infusions is where they do cancer treatments and all kinds of infusions and things for people. Was booked up. So it took that long for me to get in. Well, day one, I was like, I could barely think. I was down in the dumps. Oh, are you all right, Judy? I was just terrible. And day two, I thought maybe I felt a little better. Day three, oh my God, my brain turned back on. I could talk without huffing and puffing and carrying on. Now this is day four, and I feel great. I know, I'm so excited. So the big thing we have to understand is that it's okay to tell our doctors it's not okay. Just because we're older does not mean we should be sidetracked, put in a nursing home, set on the side of the road, pretending that we're just worthless eaters. Well, if they feel that way, guess what? They're going to be there all that soon. It's because you'll be surprised how fast you get old. I certainly was. But no, just go get another doctor. And nowadays, the doctors are in collectives where they're all working together in a building, and they'll have an orthopedic, a standard physician, a cardiologist, and all that all in one building. And they work together, and that's really nice. And it was really nice at the one I was using, but they're going downhill. I mean, the doctors are leaving. Their services are getting less and less. The time between appointments is getting closer and closer because they need that extra insurance money. So I am now looking for a new doctor. Not because he wouldn't do it, but because it took me almost a year of fighting with him to do it. And now that I've got the proof that it works, I'm not going to fight with anybody over it anymore. We're just going to do it. Because why should I have to give up my life over a simple thing like an iron infusion, for God's sakes? It's not like we're going through chemotherapy or having this major surgery or anything's going on. It's just a needle in your arm with a tube going in from the bag. Yay! I am so happy. I really am. I can't even tell you how excited I am. But the big thing I want to say to people is if you need to change your doctor, change them. If they won't listen to you, then they're not your doctor. They're just getting money off of insurance. We need doctors that work for us, that turn around and say, "Oh my God, I saw her a month ago and she was doing great. And now she looks like she's in the grave. What's wrong? How can we fix it?" It would be a big deal. But if you can't do it on your own, get a family member, a friend, find out what's going on. Don't let them do it to you. Don't let them stick you in a nursing home and let you die in there. Nope. Get up and go. That's my motto. It's been my motto all my life. So I'm going to keep getting up and going. I'm going to have a really good time. And I hope to see you more on YouTube. So please like, subscribe, and share. It would be so fun if this year I could hit that 1,000. Oh, that would be so big. Because my kids tell me it's not a big deal. They do it all the time. Well, it'd be nice if I could do it too. Bye-bye. Please like, subscribe, and share. Grandma Judy. Bye-bye.